Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. It's a good day for me. Worked the store for a bit today, and tomorrow's my last day, and then I'm at the veterinary office full time starting Tuesday because Monday's a holiday here. So, what's this video about? I really didn't wear anything today. I woke up late and I didn't care because it was, like I said, I just fucking got dressed and went to work. Um, but I did, while I was at work, I was looking on eBay at some stuff, and this popped up, and I couldn't believe the price of it. And I told you guys that this was going to be one of those fragrances. I remember telling you guys this 3 or 4 years ago at least, and that if you wanted to get it now, and if you have it, get a backup bottle. Uh, and I just couldn't believe the price. And that was Oscar de la Renta Gentleman. Not that it's a bad fragrance or anything. It's worth way more than I paid $19.99 for this. It's worth way more than that. It's worth your basic standard $150 uh, designer price or $100 low end designer price easily. Um, on average, about 250, 200 to 250, because it's discontinued. Hard to get. I think Fragby had it. I think the last time I looked last year was $12. Could be wrong there. Maybe it was 22, but I'm pretty sure it was 12. Over $200 now. You didn't listen to me. Not that I'm some kind of sage, more of a Nostradamus. But yeah, I mean, I've been around a little while. I know some of you guys don't like me, and that's fine. But I sometimes I do know what I'm talking about. Not a lot. And I was right about this one. Same as this one. 1 million colognes. Too late now. I mean, if you can find any of these that I'm going to talk about cheap, get them. But average about $150 now, which still isn't bad, I guess, for it. You know, it's again a designer fragrance price, but I picked this up for $19.99 a couple of years ago. $150. And the one I told you about recently, and I seen some prices averaging from about $70 to about 150, and this is all on eBay, so I don't know if they're getting them prices, but that's what they're asking. Calvin Klein Encounter. I warned you about that one just a few months ago when Fragby still had it for like $30. You didn't listen to me. So what I'm going to do is give you, first off, we're going to start with two. I don't think are any major risk of being discontinued yet. But I think it could happen eventually. But not, I don't think you got to rush out and get these backup bottles or buy these right now. And again, let's talk about that for a minute. Fragrance is not an investment, guys. You can never tell what's going to be discontinued, what's going to be discontinued, reissued, what things you think that well, that's always sitting on the shelf. How is it still there? And that fragrance is sells out like crazy, and that one's discontinued. The one that sits there is still there. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's signs and things like that. Like I said, you've been in the game as long as I have. You notice some of the signs, and you also notice some houses tend to discontinue a lot. Jean Barbatos is in a bad way right now. I think if you want any Jean Barbatos, you should probably get it and get a backup bottle because I think out of all of them, they might be the one that goes away the quickest here out of all these what I'm going to talk about. So anyway, yeah, it's not an investment, guys. Don't buy these thinking you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, you're going to buy a fragrance for $20 and a few years down the road you're going to sell for $300 or $400. Chances are no, but there is a slight chance you will. So let's talk about a couple of them. The first two, I think, you're in no rush, but if you really want them, you should probably get them and maybe buy a backup bottle. I think you've got years, though. But believe it or not, I think Jacquard Noir or Jacquard Intense and Burberry Brit might just be on their way out. And I don't know why. I just get a feeling. Geez, I love Brit. That's Christmassy and a green pine in a bottle. Oh, I love this stuff. Spices. And I ordered a backup bottle, a bigger bottle. the other day. It should be here in a couple days. Yeah. Man, that is spicy and green. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Jakar, intense. I just got a feeling that at some point in the future, this is just going to be maybe not discontinued, but one of those ones that's hard to get, like a zero intense. Oh yeah, another spicy, boozy, ambery kind of classic scent. Yeah, so they're two. I don't think you're in major rush, but if you have the money, and I would get those two. These next ones I think are really going to be gone, if not already gone. They're going to be hard to get in the next just year or two, honestly, maybe even sooner than that. And I'm going to start with another one you might think, no, it's not. Lacoste has a tendency to, well, not outright discontinue fragrances, just kind of not support them anymore. And Lacoste Live, this one's grown on me over the couple years I've owned it. It's definitely fresh. I wouldn't call it aquatic. It's got spices and a hint of licorice and some aquatic tinge to it, fresh citrus and aquatic. But yeah, it's grown on me over the years, and I really think, well, again, I'm not sure if it'll be discontinued. I think it's going to be hard to find in the next little while. So if you like it, you might want to get a bottle of it. A backup bottle if you already have one. Again, Azero is another house that doesn't tend to discontinue stuff, but they just make very, again, they don't back it. They make it very just hard to find. And that's Azero Nighttime, the rhubarb, with the rhubarb and the freshness, but also that classic masculine barbershop fougere aspect to it. Another one that's extremely nice that I really think in the next little while might just be hard, if not impossible, to find. Davidoff does discontinue stuff. Not an excessive amount, but they do. But they also sometimes can just be hard to find. And I think Davidoff Adventure is a very nice, underrated, kind of musky, woody kind of scent. Yeah. Very underrated scent. And I think once it becomes hard to find or discontinued, that people are just going to pay through the roof for it. It is nice. People are really going to want that scent. Next is a different take on the Fresh vibe, where Live was more summery, kind of casual, the Lacoste Live. This is more summer, gentlemanly dressed up, and that, again, going back to the Jean Varvatos, like I said, the Jean Varvatos Artisan Pure. Pure, classy citrus in a bottle. Bit of creaminess, that, oh, man, that is a good citrus. I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't think any citrus will ever come out that'll beat that. And I do have a backup bottle of that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just if you like citruses, and it's got a touch of sophistication to it that most citrus, fresh, summery scents don't have. This one, again, is another one from Azaro, and I'm not sure if it's discontinued or not, but Azaro Visit, guys. You know, this dry, fresh, woody. Yeah. I mean, I'm just, every time I smell it, I love it. You've got to get a bottle of it before it's extremely hard to get, if it isn't already. And if any of these are, I'm sorry, most of them were on eBay, the ones I'm talking about, except for the first three and the first two. Most of these other ones were like around $60 or under. So, and I'll end it with this one. I've been saying it for a few years now, just like I said it with that Oscar de la Renta, and nobody believed me. Windsor, English Laundry. People love their sweet tobacco, woody fragrances, and this is all that. Yeah, I mean, pipe tobacco, cherry pipe tobacco, a little bit of woods, some oud, slight hint of smoke. It's gorgeous, and I can honestly see, like I said many times, once this gets hard to get and or discontinued, $500. Yeah, picked it up at Marshalls for $15. So yeah, so I mean, this was just for fun, guys. Like I said, I don't know for sure. I don't know, but I'm thinking those ones there. There's a good possibility that you might want to get a bottle or a backup bottle or two now, um, even if they never become. Don't do it if you're just doing, like I say, for an investment. This is not a good investment. There's no guarantees. But if you like any of these scents, and you only have a bottle, and well, a bottle of cologne lasts me a year or two, maybe three. I don't need to get, yes, get another bottle now, because in 2 or 3 years' times, I think a lot of these are going to be very hard to find, discontinued, and or expensive. So get a bottle now while you can. And if you run across anything like uh, Gentleman for a good price, 1 million cologne, Calvin Klein Encounter, snatch it up. Just snatch it up. Don't you just grab it. Honestly, just grab it. Because even if you don't like it, at that point you could buy to resell. I'm not saying buy as an investment, but buy to resell. You don't like Calvin Klein Encounter, but you see somebody's got it for sale for 20, 30, $40. Well, I put that on eBay for $100, make $70. You know what I mean? $150, maybe more in a little while. So, but just first off, get what you like. Don't go out, like I said, get all of these thinking you're gonna make a few $1,000s in a year. Because I don't know. Again, I'm no seer of anything, but there's a possibility that these might be expensive in a couple years. So, and maybe even sooner. So, just give them a try. You know, find them cheap, give them a try. Oh, I love this stuff. This Davidoff Adventure, I think, is probably the most underrated one in this list. It's really good. So, all right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.